Are you sad? Are you mad? Are you angry, furious? Are you scared and fearful? Are you worried? Are you disappointed? If you were any one of those things or all of them, it would make a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, the George Floyd situation is heartbreaking. And as I wrote in my post yesterday, my heart is bleeding, as I know yours is too. I'm mad. I'm sad. I'm upset. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm furious. I'm worried. There are so many emotions going through my mind right now. It's been a horrible week. It's been a tough week for us all. Of course, that's nothing compared to what George Floyd's family is going through, and we all know this. But there are a few things that I'm telling myself during this time that I also tell my patients during times like this, and I wanted to mention them to you because I'm hoping it will be helpful. The first thing that I try to do is to try to sort of sit with my feelings, so to speak, to allow myself to feel what I'm feeling, regardless of whether it's being sad or mad or scared or upset or frustrated or fearful. Any and all of those feelings are completely valid, and it's important to call them what they are, to own them, and to allow yourself to feel them. So that's the first thing is, look, it's okay to have any and every feeling that you have right now. And it's also okay to call it what it is. The second thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to talk to other people. I'm trying to talk about how I feel. This has been a tough week. I feel tearful. I'm not sleeping well. My stomach is in knots. There's all these things that are going on inside me. But talking about it is one of the most important things we can do. And whether you choose a family member or a friend, whether you call your doctor or a therapist, it doesn't matter. But reach out to someone. And I also want to say that, by the way, on the topic of therapists, by the way, talking to a therapist, there is no shame in that. There's no harm or shame in talking to people who can help you through what you're going through. So please don't ever feel that way. The third thing I've had to do is to monitor and minimize my social media and media consumption. You know, honestly, one of the reasons why I wasn't that active with you guys yesterday on social media, I mean, I didn't post a lot. I didn't make any new content, which is really not like me. I didn't because I really, really needed to stay away from social media because every post was triggering in some ways for me. And what you need to do is think about how you respond to social media, to media. If you need to cut back on your news watching right now, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're not acknowledging or respecting the situation and grieving like everyone else is. But if you need to pull back for a little while and not be on social media every moment of the day or watching TV every moment of the day, that's okay. The other thing I'm trying to do is to use my emotions for good. All of the anger and the frustration and the sadness and the fear and all of these things that I have right now, I always try to remind myself, how can I take these emotions and turn them into something good? How can I use my emotions for the greater good and to help the world that we live in? And it doesn't have to be big, guys. It can be small. It can be just doing something nice for your neighbor, or sending a nice text message to a friend that may be able to use it. But it could also mean things like, deciding to volunteer for certain organizations or advocating for certain things that you believe in. It can be anything. But the idea is using your emotions to fuel something bigger than you and to help make change and positive change. Whether it's small or whether it's large, it's all important and it's all meaningful. This situation is going to hurt for a very long time. Our country is going through some things, to say the least. But we have to remember to love one another. We have to. Guys, I'd like to know what you think. I want to know what you think, how you feel, how you're coping, how you're talking to your kids about this, what you're doing in your household. I want to know. So please write in the comments, what your thoughts are, what your feelings are. As always, I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, and I'll see you soon.